In this video, I'm building a new business right in front of your eyes. The business is going to be a medical tourism business targeting Canadians. I'm Canadian myself, and a situation in Canada is that the healthcare system is really slow. There are wealthy people in Canada that would pay to shortcut the system and get private treatment in the US or possibly Mexico. And this business is a concierge service that facilitates it. Let's jump in. All right, so we're going to start here in ChatGPT. I'm going to give it a voice prompt. Hello, I want you to help me build a business. The situation is that in Canada, the public healthcare system is really slow, and there are wealthy people in Canada that would prefer to pay to skip the wait time for many procedures. Could you create a list of the 10 most common medical procedures in Canada that many people need and that also carry a high wait time to get in, and list them out, name the average wait time that people have to wait in Canada to get this procedure, and then give me the cost of the procedure on average in a English-speaking Mexican hospital as well as a top US hospital. Thank you. All right. Okay, we have orthopedic surgery, an average wait time of 44.3 weeks. The cost in Mexico is 12 to 18,000. US is 30K to 60K. Interesting. Cataract surgery, MRI, CT. Okay, I'm going to refine this. I want you to be more specific. Like MRI scan is too general. Hip/knee replacement, those should be broken out into two. So like number one can be hip replacement, number two can be knee replacement, number three can be cataract surgery, like specific procedures to fix a specific body part. And these things have to have average wait times of 4 months or more in Canada. So please recreate the list with that updated criteria. Here we go. All right, I'm going to start with these first three: hip replacement, knee replacement, and cataract. That'll be enough to test this business. Now I want to come up with a name for this business. I'd like you to brainstorm some names for this business. The thesis of this business is that it's going to save wealthy Canadians time. Sure, a hip replacement surgery might cost $20,000, but for a wealthy person with a net worth of over 5 million, I think they would happily pay $20,000 to gain an additional entire year of living life with full mobility. This business is going to cater to wealthy people in Canada. If successful in the Canadian market, it can expand to other countries that have both wealthy people as well as a slow public healthcare system. The UK would be a massive market. And what I'd like you to do is give me 10 possible names for this business. Thank you. All right, here we go. Some of these are good. Elite Medical Solutions, Swift Care Global. Honestly, I still like Elite Medical Solutions the best, so I'm just going to go with it. Okay, now we need to build a Facebook page. All right, we got a blank page, Elite Medical Solution. Let's create the logo. All right, let's see if logo.com works. Slogan, how much is your time worth? All right, here we go. This one works. So in order to download it, I have to enter my email and stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to copy paste it and use Canva and create a new design, Facebook banner, Facebook cover. Okay. And download it. I'm going to upload it to the Facebook page. There we go. Now let's get the logo. I'm just going to screen grab this, save it to my desktop, upload photo. Let's make a post. How much is your time worth? Don't wait for quality of life improving medical procedures. Get them now. Honestly, I don't even really need a post. I just feel like there's better karma to have at least something on the Facebook page. All right, now we're ready to design the ads. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Let's go. Okay, I'd like you to design 5 Facebook ads for me, designed to appeal to wealthy Canadians and to get them to contact my business. And my business is the concierge service that's going to arrange the hospitals for them to go to, arrange the flight, arrange the hotels, educate them on the fact that Canada hospitals aren't as good as they think that they are, and private healthcare either in the Mexico or US is actually way better quality than people would think. And in order to capture the attention of people in an indirect way, what I want the ads to talk about are statistics. Did you know in Canada, the wait time for a hip replacement is one of the longest of all first world countries? Did you know that the average person suffers X units of pain while waiting to get their procedure done? I actually want you to create 3 ads for the top 3 procedures you mentioned, which were hip replacement surgery, knee replacement, and cataract. and try to make the headlines lead with some sort of statistic to get people's attention so it's not directly selling. We could also have some of the headlines start off with like, how much is your time worth? Are you really going to wait a year for a procedure to improve the quality of your life? You've worked too hard to wait a year for a public health care system procedure, etc. Make them sound good. Let's go. All right. Well, I'm curious to see these. All right. Headline number one. Did you know that the average wait time for a hip replacement in Canada is 46 weeks? That's nearly a full year of living with pain, reduced mobility, lower quality of life. Why wait? Our concierge service provides immediate access to world-class hospitals, Mexico and the U.S. Get back to living your life without the wait. You've worked too hard to accept delays. Let us handle everything: surgery, flights, and accommodations. It's pretty good. Call to action: don't wait a year. Contact us today for a fast premium care abroad. An image of a clock with a red 46 weeks next to a person struggling to walk, highlighting the cost of waiting. I like it. And then we have all the other ones as well. Let's just start with one step at a time. Create the image for the hip replacement surgery ad. Now, sometimes ChatGPT is not the best at creating these images, so we'll see how it does. That's actually pretty good. The robotic leg. Let's do 2 more variations. Oh, that's a really good one. This one's not so good. Well, we have 2 that are good. That's enough to get started. Let's write the ad. Okay, this is a random ad account. I had this old client that was a Bangkok dental clinic, but I've converted this ad account to running my experiments out of. So this is what we're going to use. Create a new ad, leads, continue, manual. Meta's always trying to do it for you, and they oftentimes don't do a good job. Elite Medical Solutions. Hey guys, I had a recording error for this next part, so I'm going to go over it again and show you exactly what I did. So the part that messed up on the recording was the creation of this Facebook ad itself. Let's go through that right here again. So what I've done is I've created 3 different ad sets, one for cataract surgery, one for knee replacement, one for hip replacement. Now in the campaign level budget, I've set a $200 USD budget, one-time lifetime budget, and I've used the Advantage campaign budget so that the meta algorithm will spread it out over the 3 ad sets by itself. That's the only setting I've selected here. Now, the first ad set I created was the hip replacement. We're choosing instant forms, and I always use dynamic creative because that allows the meta algorithm to mix and match images, descriptions, and headlines to essentially give you hundreds of copies of the ads. I'm going to have the test go for 1 week. My target location is, of course, Canada. Now, Facebook used to let you select a minimum age much higher, but I guess they've changed that. I can't choose a minimum age higher than 25. If I could, I would. I'd choose 50 years old or maybe 60 years old. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that much because the algorithm is going to find the right people for the ad anyway. I don't have to directly specify it. And I'm just going to leave everything else open. I'm a believer in less constraints on the algorithm. Just let the algorithm do its thing. It's going to find the right people. Okay, jumping into the ad itself. First of all, I got different images and I had ChatGPT create me these images. So if I scroll up to here, so I had ChatGPT create a number of images for me for this ad. I said, create the image of the hip replacement surgery, et cetera, et cetera. And then I also got this image here is a stock image from Pexels, which is a free royalty-free stock image site. Now for the primary text, I have 3 different versions of the primary text. You can read all of them here. I used ChatGPT to create all of these text options. So you can see here one is, and then here the next one is, got them all in there. Got 4 different headlines. And then what I did was I created the form. So I'm going to show you how this works. First of all, form type, I chose higher intent because I want higher quality leads. Intro, again, I had ChatGPT create all the copy for this. Very simple. Stop waiting. I get immediate access to premium medical care, et cetera, et cetera. The questions is an important part. So the more questions you ask, the higher the quality of the lead. Also, the more questions you ask, the higher the cost per lead. But I want to have high quality leads. So I'm asking 3 long answer questions. Are you currently waiting for a procedure in Canada? If so, which one? Do you have the funds available to fast track the wait time? Do you have any questions for us before a discovery call? Then in addition to that, I get their name, email, phone number, and the province that they're living in. Privacy policy. So for the privacy policy, I also got ChatGPT to write me a privacy policy. Where was that? Here it is. So I copy and pasted it into this URL. So I used Unbounce, which is a landing page builder, to create this. It took me about 10 minutes. I literally just copied, pasted it in to an Unbounce landing page. You could use any basic website builder for that, Wix, Squarespace. Just copy, paste it in, and you're good to go. No one really reads this anyway, but it's just a requirement to run the ads. The review screen, the ending. Now, what I did for the ending was I said, thanks, you're all set. A member from our team will reach out to you shortly. Please keep an eye on your phone for any incoming text messages. Now, they also you have to choose like a subsequent action for them to do. Go to website, view a PDF, call business, redeem promo code. I choose view a file PDF, and I actually had ChatGPT create a PDF downloadable for them to get after the lead submission. So that's how I got this. And I can show you what that PDF looks like. It's not bad. No, it's pretty basic, but for ChatGPT to create this in about 1 minute, it's pretty good. It goes over some of the value propositions: no more waiting, top-tier hospitals, full concierge, and the people that do this business, the customers are relieving the public system. Uploaded the PDF, and then I was good to go. I press create form. I'm going to exit out because I don't want to make a duplicate. So we're ready to launch this ad this is for hip replacements. I want to add one more headline just to make that a bit more clear. So I'm going to rename this to hip replacement, and then I'm going to duplicate it out and do the other services. So the other one I like, knee replacement. Okay. I'm just going to say, actually, this is fine. This is a good first version. I'm going to rename this for knee replacement. Honestly, these images still work. We're just going to replace this. Okay. I'm going to ask write 2 more ad copies for knee replacement. Try to engineer some headlines and copy to cause controversy in the comments. If you can get controversy in the comments, the algorithm will spread your ad wide and far. Are we pretending the Canadian healthcare system is free? Let's talk about the real cost. That's an amazing headline. Damn. Hold on. These are great. Add a few emojis to each, please. Yeah, this type of headline gets people arguing in the comments. And when people argue in the comments, Meta views that as engagement. It spreads your ad. Click to find out how you can get your knee surgery in weeks, not years. That is good as well. I'm honestly really curious to see what happens when these get launched. This is a type of content that tends to stir people up. Okay, hold on. This should say weeks, not months. I'm going to fix that on the other one. Everything else is the same, so that's good. Hip replacement, this should say weeks. I find when you're making things that could be a little bit controversial, it's really important to be accurate with the data. Okay, we're almost there. All I want to do is do one for cataracts, and then we're good to launch this. So for the cataract surgery, obviously the images are going to have to change, but that's fine. We can change those in just a moment. 2 more variations for cataracts. Again, try to make them stir controversy in the comments and include a few tasteful emojis, please. It's pretty good. And at the end of the day, I'm not trying to cause unnecessary controversy, but the Canadian healthcare system is very slow. And I believe there's people who would pay to have faster procedures, and also that genuinely does reduce the burden on the public system for the people that wouldn't be able to afford to fast track it like this. All right, our ads are queued up, ready to go. And we'll need to update the headline. I'm going to say create 3 headlines, max 6 words each for these ads. I find for some reason GPT tends to make the headlines too long. For Facebook, you don't want them too long. These are fine. Create 2 images for this ad. I think this image we can still use, the one of the older man with his, what looks like maybe son and grandson. But these 2 we need to change. These are pretty unhinged. This might not get approved because it's just pretty weird. Yeah, those aren't going to work. Make them less zoomed in and less weird looking. This is better. Make the character older. I actually like this ad. It's like weird enough to get some weird comments, but not so weird that it's going to be disapproved. I like this. Yeah, this is great. Save it. Let's see if I search cataract on Pexels. Nothing. Yeah, so Meta has this rule that you're not allowed to make ads with any type of zoomed in body part. So if it's too much of a close-up of eyes, that's not going to work. For some reason, I like this one. So we're going to do it. All right, so I'm going to get rid of these 2, upload some new images, this one and this one. Space these out a little bit. Now, one thing to note is that the lead form for this one is not as relevant because it's more catering to the hip or knee replacement, but I think it's fine. So with that in mind, we are ready to launch. I'm going to publish all 8 items. All right, 1 item had an error. Okay, this is something from an old client, so I'm just going to get rid of that. All right, now while that's loading, I'm going to log into Zapier and set up one final thing. All right, Elite Medical Solutions. Now, what I'm going to do is every time a new lead comes in, I'm going to send myself an email. So I'm just copying this from a previous client, but basically I'm just setting this up. So anytime a new lead comes in from Elite Medical Solutions, from the form Elite Medical Solutions, we continue. There aren't any leads right now, so this test is going to be nothing. Send email. So I'm going to send it to myself. All right, their full name, their phone number, their email, and then I don't need answers to all these on here. All right, for now, I'm just getting their basic info. And I'm actually going to not bother getting the text because I like to check my email. Okay, publish that. So now every time that lead's filled out, I get an automatic email and can follow up. Okay, jumping back into the ads, we have $200 test over the next 1 week. We have the cataract, knee replacement, hip replacement. All of these ads are processing and waiting to be approved. And guys, this is it. This is literally the start of a new business. If you watched my timestamps as I've been doing this, this took me in real time about an hour and a half. And when I publish this video, I'm going to condense it down by cutting out the blank spaces. And I'll probably be about a 30-minute video. So this is pretty damn fast. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, this channel is pushing the limits of business, artificial intelligence, technology, running experiments to level up your knowledge. You can give you the tools to build these businesses for yourself. I remember back in business school, we would spend weeks building business plans, and yet in an hour and a half, I literally just beta tested a new business. You could test a new business like this every day. So this idea of failing fast, failing quickly, getting fast data, testing businesses rapidly is one of the best things about this online business environment, and I suggest you fully take advantage of it. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.